Some of our best performances this season, certainly in that build up to the semi, out of the Wakefield game, Leeds, the semi-final itself, St Helens away. I thought, particularly defensively, we looked connected, we looked determined, and we were having our moments with the ball as well. So I like the way we were building our game through that period. Our kicking game was good.
Maybe the performance as a team wasn't absolutely perfect, but I just think going to Saints and winning away is always a good one, and that's a highlight because we haven't done it in a few years. So
to get that win over at St Helens, started on the back foot, but the group was tough during that period.
Lomax to Wellesby, and Wellesby lobs one over the top and straight into the hands on that left-hand side of Dion Cross, who's over. What a start this is from St Helens. Early blow landed.
They load up down this left-hand side of the field, and the ball from Wellesby over the top there to Dion Cross, who's in acres of space. And goodness me, what a wonderful pass that is over the top, and a perfect start for St Helens.
And Mr. Frensham back inside for Marshall. Oh, how did he get through? Not a hand laid on him, and off he motors, and Saylor comes across. There was some miscommunication in the St Helens defence there, and Nasumba looking to pass, pops it over, Warner with a big left foot step, and a lunge for the line, and Wigan are in. And there's the danger. There's the danger. Subdued for so long, but it only takes a twinkle, and Wigan are back level.
And it boils over once again after Wardle gets that ball down. Kyle Felt in there, and Wardle having a set to Brad O'Neill, and it just shows the passion and the magnitude of what's on this result tonight.
Lobbing it off the boot, and Felt couldn't get there. Nasumba does, lays it back for Marshall. Marshall finds a line to score. Celebrates in front of those St Helens fans.
Mistake from Tristan Saylor, backed up with a wonderful leap from Junior Nsamba. And Liam Marshall, he doesn't need any given space ahead of him.
They're going through hands. Batchelor to Percival, who tries to put the little boot on. Oh, brilliant scoop up from French, and Field is on his way. And Jay Field will go the distance. Nobody's going to catch him. Running into those Wigan supporters. A flourishing dive at the end. But for all the 90 minutes of sprint work and speed, what about the brilliance of the flick from Bevan French at the other end?
As soon as this ball ends up in his hands, everyone in this stadium just knows it's game over. The speed, he just goes through the gears, and there's nobody in a red V shirt that has any chance, any hope of catching him.
With Lomax, and now on by, and this is Percival, but he is met by Bevan French. Hits him low and hard, drags him back, and forces the mistake. St Helens cannot believe their luck.
We saw wax lyrical, aren't we, about Bevan French in attack. And that's a big play.
Leaning out, and a dive for the line, a reach for the line. It's very close. Oh, he's got there. I think he's got there. Kate Ellis, he's absolutely certain he's got there. He's not, and he matters.
So I can now establish the ball does get to the line. However, there is a promotion of the ball after the tackle is complete. Therefore, I've made my decision.
It's not going to make a big difference to the outcome.
No.
No try. Double movement. Penalty for St Helens. Kate Ellis denied.
Pleasing, proud of the team. Bit to overcome, self-inflicted some of it. We can play better than that, but I thought defensively we were bang at it. Physical, well organised, looked very comfortable for most of the game. So credit to them and the work they've done in the week. And yeah, important win.
Obviously on the back foot for the first 20 minutes of the game. Probably didn't really control the ball well, but then when I think we got into the game and held hold of the ball, we looked pretty composed at the time and scored some nice points. And second half, I think we just played gritty and managed to, just grind the game out.
You say a classic derby match. Could that be one to go down in history over the years?
Well, it's been quite a few years since we've won here at Saints. So I've had some tough losses here, so it's good to come here and get a win. And I think in their own right, all Wigan Saints games are good games, and they make for classics. So hopefully it does.
Marshall back to Farrimond, who has to juggle as the ball hits him off the half volley. Ellis to Leeming, and Leeming to French, and French just puts that kick through. There's a job to be done here from Hoy. He's not done it, and it's going to be picked up. And Miskey is claiming the try, and the referee will give the try. The footwork on, but December catching him. That's a good offload though, and suddenly things are opening up on that left-hand side here, and they've found the room in which to work as well. But oh, it's Miskey who knocks it up in the air and then caught it, and he's able to advance deep inside his opponent's half and has support, and like a bullet shot from a gun, Jay Field goes gliding through at high speed.
Go for
Leeming. Ellis right into the heart of it again. Farrimond's on the back. December with a quick hands. This will be a try for Liam Marshall on that left-hand side. Just had Castleford grasping at shadows. Wigan creating the two-man overlap in the end.
move for back.
Leeming.
Go for.
Now Farrimond throws it out. Defence was drawn out there as well, and Wardle can feed it on, and Liam Marshall for the corner. Well, has he got that in? It was.
The ball is grounded. Maybe decision.
A little bit of lipstick or some such on his head, the blood pouring in to try and keep Wigan at bay here. Here's Leeming.
In the back.
Farrimond with a little grubber kick through, and the bounce is nice enough. He made it all up himself, had a look what was ahead of him, and made the play. And the youngster shows his stellar qualities. We'll be chatting to them, and there will be a trophy lift as well. The women will be coming on the pitch at half-time to celebrate that trophy lift. Here's French. French with a dodge, and looking back, and there's Field, and here's Farrimond, and Farrimond will run away, and it'll be his second try of the night, created by the two speedsters, the quickness of brain and foot down the middle, and Farrimond. Heavy Wigan lead here at half-time as Farrimond looking to make it 5 out of 6. There it goes, 30. Hill, well, he's found a bit of running space as well. This will be the last play. Leeming pulling it out and throwing it onto Farrimond, and Farrimond is kicking towards that right-hand side. Up goes Eckersley, who does well to knock it back, and Miskey will finish on that right-hand side. Referee has a look, just having a word with his touch judges. And he's ready to confirm the score. First try of the second half. O'Neill again. And this is Havard. Stimson just about keeps a hold. Short one from Hill, and he bursts his way over. And the try will be given. It is a rarity. But Hill has got over. But they're running out of plays. A couple of plays to go, that is all.
Nice
Mustafa with a brilliant pickup from dummy half. And what about that try? It's the try of the night. Moez Mustafa. Oh, no wonder he's celebrating. Commons man of the match tonight. I think there'll be questions in the House of Commons. And the ball has gone to ground, and it's kicked on again. And Eckersley, there are 3 Wigan players on the chase. Eckersley's going to lead it, and it is an easy try. And Wigan are back where they want to be in his tracks. O'Neill again. He drifts past everyone, picked up by Farrimond, who slides it in, and Field is on the chase. That is as smooth as you like. Keeping a hold in the end, but 2 plays to go with that goal line very much in sight at the moment. Mago and French at speed, the pass is wonderful, and Havard's step takes him clear of Tex Hoy. Bevan French with another startling intervention of sheer brilliance. French goes again. Field, ball just bouncing in no man's land there, a bit scrappy. And it's Mustafa who drops on it, and that will be the final act of the game. Well, an emphatic win by Wigan, which does for them what they needed at the start of the night, gives them the 2 points. That does confirm they will have a week off in the first weekend of the playoffs and a home semi-final after that.
Yeah, there was a few nice tries, weren't there? Yeah, I like the one towards the end of the first half where we put a few sets together and then we went side to side. I think it finished with Jack kicking the ball, but I'm sure when I watch it back there was another one where Bevan skipped across and found Ethan, that was good. And yeah, I think some smart tries, not all from structured play. Got a chance to show what we're capable of playing some eyes up rugby in second phase, which is what we want to be about.
I thought it was a really good game from us. We came to the game wanting to maintain high standards, especially after last week's win against Saints, and I thought we did that. All the little things that we look for, especially defensively, I thought we did it really well and came away with a good win.
You've had a long period on the sidelines. How are you feeling altogether?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a tough year with my injuries. It's probably the first year that I've really had in my career where I've missed such a large chunk of the season, but I guess it happens. I'm just looking at the positives. Slowly starting to get better, especially with the knee. So yeah, I missed out a fair bit, but I'm grateful to be back.
Obviously you had your knee injury and then you had the rib following that. Just talk us through your rehab sort of on the whole.
Yeah, the knee is a bit of a long-term thing, so it's just managing load and whatnot, and the physios and the club's been really good with me, and we've come up with a good process throughout the year to manage that. And then the rib was just a bit of a tough one because I was starting to feel a lot better with my knee, and then it happened in the first sort of 10 minutes against KR. So yeah, not ideal, but it happens, and we dealt with it.
Decent position. Leeds are going to have to be on their mettle as Ellis goes back, angled run into a posse of defenders.
Well, they've opened the field up here, Wigan. They're going to go right. Here's the shot.
O'Neill goes out. Smith further wide. French again. Little double pump for him. Pops it over the top. Miski comes running back. Offloads back to Field. Here comes French again. Back to where it started. Now it's Field again. And Field just mesmerising defenders ahead of him, turning on the pace. But ankles tapped and down he goes. 2 plays to go. O'Neill. Smith. French. Quick hands. Miski's given the invitation. Has a look and decides to go. And Abbas Miski, the opening try of the night. It has taken very nearly a quarter of the game. Well, that's a popular interchange, isn't it? The fact that Nsemba's on the field. He's a player whose form seems to have been returning in recent weeks as well. Walters. O'Neill out of dummy half. It's French again now. Quick hands and Farrell shuffling it on the way. And Kieran standing out. And French is there in support with a pass back on the inside. Try provider for the first. Try scorer for the second. A good distance out, Harry Smith. Well, that ball is spinning end over end, which makes it very difficult. Kieran got in the face of the defenders to get it away, and Bevan French takes off for the win. And when Bevan French is in the mood, he'll take some stopping. They'll have a look at the build-up to that.
Eyes on the ball. It's a fair contest. We can see that goes back at that point. Goes back. Still in possession. And the ball is grounded. I made my decision.
What everybody in the ground knows. The try is confirmed. Brad O'Neill. Mago launching himself into the situation. O'Neill quickly up there, assessing the options. Whose voice shouts loudest, wanting the ball? It's Smith. Walters sized up, chopped down. Smith again back on for Havard. Havard flicks it back to Smith, and Smith decides that Field is making movements on that left-hand side, so give him a go. The pass is brilliant. Wardle will score. Jake Wardle sliding over. Wigan on easy street now, but they are still keeping the intensity here, and Leeds still struggling to make the yards. if there is to be a rematch at some point on the trail to Old Trafford, and maybe Old Trafford itself, Wigan may be making a psychological blow here, but Sinfield has made the break, has support as well, and it is going to be a try. Yes, it is. What a night he's had.
Slides himself over the line, and the ball is grounded. I've made my decision.
Well done, Jack Sinfield.
Because this will be the last play the ball. Junior Asemba takes it in. The hooter sounds in the background. Leeds had a little to smile about right at the end, but it is Matty Pete and his team who are grinning the most.
Really respect Leeds and what they stand for, and the coach has obviously come in and done a great job with them. But we were good as well tonight, and we deserve to win.
We're healthy, and we've got a home semi-final, and I can see improvement in us. So yeah, I'm comfortable with that.
Bit of a strange one tonight in the sense that we'd already secured that second place, we'd already secured that home semi-final. Was it the sort of game that you expected?
Yeah, I think credit to us in that fact as well. We turned up with, we want to go into the game with some momentum into that semi-final. You don't ever want to lose as a professional sportsman, no matter what's on the line. And if you're going out there, it's a dangerous sport. You need to go out there full-hearted and to give it your all, because if you don't, you can get hurt for one. And if we don't like losing, so we spoke about that in the week, and we wanted to go into the week off with a good performance.
We'll work hard. We'll be in on Monday, Tuesday off. Take the lads away for a few days and work hard, get better. Have some important meetings, decide what we're getting after, and the fact is, in that semi-final we're playing against a team we've just come off a really good win, probably the best performance of the season, so we're ready, we're confident, we need to be a level above.
Yeah, just a good chance to get obviously off training site and get around the boys and have a good camp. We trained hard as well as some good team cohesion there, so I feel like it's always important just to keep the group spirit tight this time of the season and just freshen us up a little bit as well. Amazing facilities there, private school it was, and yeah, really enjoyed it up there, sort of out the way, and just give us some good time to work on some areas and also get after it a bit with our intensity.
Yeah, Queen how'd you say it? Queen Ethel Burgers, I think, yeah. So do we start that again? I was thinking of Engelbert Humperdinck. We're training at a school at Queen Ethel Burgers, I think it's called, and yeah, it's a fantastic place to train. The facilities are unreal, really, for a school. The pitch is like carpet, and the gym there is amazing as well. They've got a good wrestle room, so we're very lucky to be using them. Yeah, I think firstly the change of scenery helps. It just freshens the lads up, going somewhere different gym, different field, different environment. I think that freshens them up and gives them a little bit more motivation. But also the time spent away from the field as well is very important. The lads to bond, have a laugh together, go and have a coffee, or just spend time together. So that's what the camp's there to do, and so far so good.
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, having a good roommate and just being around the boys and having that crack, it's good, and it's that team camaraderie that you need at this back end of the year.
When I was a player, we did one up at St Andrews up in Scotland, and it's nice to see that sort of tradition and way of preparing for these type of games has carried on. I've heard some of the players already this week talking around how it's worked for them before, so yeah, the club seem to do things right. This camp helps a lot, I think, with the preparation going into the playoffs.
Here's Smith, slams the kick straight downfield, it's collected on the full. Hodgson hairs off in field, full tilt. He's lost it, and that's going to be points for Donald French. Slides in. Hodgson went careering into the tackle. The ball came free, and Bevan did the rest. Wigan lead by 4 points to nil. Stops a yard out from the line. Quick play, oh what a catch! What a catch, Mulholland! And he's over! first try of the season, and what a time to score it! What a catch from the short pass! Lamb is smiling! On that right-hand side of the Wigan attack, they'll come back now. O'Neill finds Ellis, short pass. Havard wrapped up. Last one here for Wigan. High kick. This is deep. This is Pro. French was taken out there. He was taken out, and that's going to be a penalty. They will not put him off. Wigan nudge back in front. 2 plays left. O'Neill gets it away now. Here's Ellis, finds Bevan French. French finds Farrell. Field into the line. Field slices through the line. Here they go! The champions are in! A game-changing play right on half-time. And it's Bevan French who's in again. Wigan celebrate. How good was that? Every man knows his side has just been hit with a huge sucker punch. Offers the dummy, gets it away to O'Brien. Bodies in motion, Trout's away for Rice. Trout, can he get past Field? What a tackle! What a tackle! Denies Trout, the big back rower couldn't get in. Field it was with a tackle. Here's Lamb, fires a pass to Tessie New. New gets it to Charlie, puts his toe on it. It's going to run dead. Jay Field might just have made the tackle that sends Wigan to the grand final.
Wow, incredible, wasn't it, from Jay Field? Doesn't panic at all. Look at that, he sets his target. Owen Trout knows. Might be a bit of panic setting for him, knowing.
Get to defend their crowd. For Adrian Lamb and the Leopards, it's a step too far. But they have given it everything. The finest of margins will count against them at the end. For Wigan, they will go into their 14th grand final. The last couple of tackles, they'll eat the clock. Here's Field weaving his way through. Pass knocked down, picked up by Kieran. Kieran going for the line. Is there one last score in them? They might not even play this ball now. Kieran falls to the ground, he does play it. Here the countdown is on. Bevan French, his double has won it. His double has won it. Gets the ball away, they're going to score. Walters sends Wigan into the grand final. Leigh's hearts are broken. Grand final, looks like Wigan are not going to take the kick. It's irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. So it is Walters' try.
That's what you set out to do all year. Everything we plan and try to implement through the year is to try and get to Old Trafford. So to be finally there and know that we've got that to look forward to is it's a special moment.
The sort of outside noise with the press releases and different things like that is something as a player you've got to try and just block out. That's the first thing when we heard about it, we spoke about it as a playing group. We just prepared as normal and knew what sort of game it would be. A very, very talented Leigh side who are tough and they stick in games and they try and grind it out, probably play a similar way to we do. And yeah, just obviously lucky enough that we managed to get over the top of them. But yeah, the game went exactly the way I thought it would, and even today with the weather I thought it would be exactly the way it was. So yeah, just glad we got the win.
This is a breathless season. Brilliance and brutality. It's got you here. Here again, boys. The game that pushes you further, takes your breath away.
Oh, he's ducked under the burrow. French with a dummy, and away he goes.
The prize is worth it all. Nothing compares to what happens here. They say you've got to lose one to win one. The Robins redemption. 12 months in the making. Waiting for silverware for generations. This generation could win the treble.
40 years history rewritten.
The Warriors in this arena, they grow taller. The winning machine, a dynasty of success, hunting the three-peat.
It is a Wigan team for the ages.
Don't take your eyes off them.
Electric.
Magic Mikey.
Oh, magic for Mikey.
Brilliant Bevan.
He's brilliant. He is astonishing.
The legend's last dance. Feel the flames, the noise, the pressure. Breathe it in. Soak it up. The Betfred Super League Grand Final. The time is now.
You look back on the year now, and we're at that point now where not winning trophies is how we are defined, success and not success, and rightly so. So the defining moment for me has to be the grand final and our failure to get the job done.
We were there, we managed to play well throughout the season, but we never were quite at it 100% and playing our best rugby, and we just didn't take our chances in the grand final as well, and that sort of happened throughout the year where we just there was a lot of games where it was close games where we should have been a lot more ahead, or games where we lost where we didn't quite take our chances. So I'd say the pinnacle game, probably grand final, sums up the season really. A successful season, playing well but not quite at our best.
Yes, Wigan are here, and what about this for a reception? It may be familiar territory for the Warriors, but this is still a coveted walk for stars like Jay Field. Jay, this is not lost on you, this is. It's still a very special part of the day.
Yeah, of course, mate. You can't take that for granted. Enjoy this, and hopefully we can get it done.
Great stuff. All the best. Go well. Get after it. He could really be one of the standouts this evening. The Wigan Warriors back to defend their crown.
I thought the mood going into the game, there was a lot of confidence. You know, I've been there the past 2 years. We thought that could really help us. Having that confidence in each other to perform on that stage.
Welcome to the 2025 Betfred Super League Grand Final. Please make some noise for your finalists, OKR and Wigan Warriors. Chaos is an emergency. Chaos is an emergency. Chaos is an emergency. Chaos is an emergency. Chaos is an emergency.
Fireworks decorating the ever-changing skyline of Manchester. The side delivery boy. Smith with a kick. Hanging that over Mikey Lewis's head. Kieran pops it back with a height advantage. Here comes Bevan French back on the inside. And Liam Farrell can't keep hold of a clear try-scoring opportunity. It's back with Field. Walters, Wardle, pops it out, Marshall, cul-de-sac ahead of him, so comes back to the middle. What a kick that is! Oh, that is sensational! Absolutely sensational from Liam Marshall. Bevan French scores it if it's given. But have you ever seen anything as special as that?
Slow on this, please. Bevan French's fingers come off the ball at that point. I've made my decision.
This is going to be a knock-on. It is no try. Hodkinson Rovers have been given two massive let-offs.
On the floor and on a rugby field, you know, he's done the job he's been asked to do. He's been everywhere in what's been a ferocious first 17 minutes. He's been all over the place, causing some real damage in that pack of the Wigan side.
There's a penalty, clear penalty. Tyrone May's legs went up in the air. And it all begins to boil over a little here.
Now then, and some immediate reaction as well. That's lit the touch paper, Dave. Adam Kieran's come in unnecessarily here. Brad O'Neill's taken exception, a whole heap of Robins. And this is in danger of boiling over.
Walk away. Take it away a little.
We know that.
Yeah, this is the contact. It's a tip tackle. And you can see why the Robins players are aggrieved. Hicko underneath and very quick to come in and extricate O'Neill.
Just let me explain it, please. Okay, you do pick him up, you lift him into a dangerous position above the horizontal, and he does land in a dangerous position, okay? So that's going to be 10 minutes in the bin, mate.
10 minutes in the sin bin.
I speak to the captains now.
It's a yellow card, not a red. And if I was Brad O'Neill, I might have been fearing the worst there.
Yeah, Brad O'Neill should shake his hand and walk off, because I think he's potentially got some
let's see from the
It's a grand final, and I understand that stakes are high, okay, and emotions run high. We've had flashpoints of foul play, okay. As captains, what I want, control your players, okay. Let me referee the game and give the penalties when they're needed, okay. What I don't need is players from both teams running in, Adam Kieran from you guys, and Mikey and Jared from you guys, okay. It's going to be a penalty.
That chain of Wigan defence shifting across. It takes some skill to break it down. The Hulkinson Rovers have that here. Lewis puts on the accelerator and bursts! A burst of brilliance from Mikey Lewis! The little ebullient genius has turned the grand final on its head! Lining up left and right. Out it comes to this left-hand side. Mikey Lewis, first point of attack. It's Moore, shuffled towards the touchline, but sensibly takes the ground. Keeps his side in play. Lewis again. Ray Hargreaves. Backing into it.
Move! What we come, hold! Hold!
Litton. Minchella. May. Smith advanced quickly. May gets clear. Davis on that right-hand side.
Surrender!
Can't pick a path.
Stand free. Hit the line. You've surrendered. You've surrendered. Go free.
Look go back towards Moore. Moore with a reach on the leap. May now. Mikey Lewis again is probing and sensing, and Gillard with a pass and a dive for the corner. Joe Burgess, he's the expert at finishing in that position.
This will be our one. Slow on this. Hand is on the ball, his hand is on the ball, and it remains on the ball to the ground. I've made my decision.
Try to give Hulkinson Rovers a double-digit lead with 26 minutes play. Smith, they're looking for a bit of width here. They've got Wardle, who's got the footwork to get in past Hicko, has support on the inside from field. They try to put the kick and chase on, but it's offside, a clear offside. Played up by Davis, taken by Martin, and Wigan have a penalty here. Kieran has a look. There's a gale of a noise coming from the Robins end, into which he's kicking at the moment. Left foot strikes. It's a low and hard trajectory, and it is between the sticks. And a roar from Wigan fans at the other end. For the first time tonight, they have a reason to cheer.
Pretty similar. Confidence that we could go out and get the win. Having bombed 2 chances and being down to 10 men, it was sort of like we did really well to stay in the game, and just hoping that we could kick on and push on in the second half.
Just be super confident till the end. All right, boys.
Reason to cheer. Marshall.
2. Move! Hands out!
But again, Wigan finding themselves in unwanted but familiar territory at the start of the second half. Miski.
3rd. Move, James! No. Hold.
Pick up from O'Neill. Robins fans starting their celebratory song at the moment. That might be a little premature, but just a reflection of how they're feeling at this stage of the game. But that might change in a moment, because Wigan are going wide with Field, and Field with the pace, and the dummy back on the inside, and support from Harry Smith, and just like that, Wigan back in the game. Wow! There was just an injection of pace. Let's look at the ball. Just to pull his side back within 2. He's pulled it wide. He's pulled it well wide. But 10-6 still leaves Wigan. May. Here's Batchelor. With that bloody bandage, the ball's gone to ground. It's stolen. Touch judge on the near side, lend a hand in making that decision. With the penalty sticking over, suddenly they have a 2-score lead. But first things first, Martin right between the uprights. And it's 12 points to 6. 4 more plays for Wigan to try. 4 more plays for the Robins to defend. It's with Bevan French. Foot down and go. But the wall emerges right ahead of him. Mega. Defenders coming out. Might have left the gap had the pass been better. But Wardle can still make something of this. 2 plays to go. It's with O'Neill. Back inside, Mega shifts it to Smith, over the top, Burgess came for the intercept, and the ball is lost by Miski. It's a knock-on, much more difficult than the 2 they spilled in the first half. And went over the top of Thompson, who looks like he's holding his ribs a little. Ball back on the inside for Hicko. Hicko's got support, and Litton is over to score. It was a thing of beauty. The handling superb. Leaning. Smith again. Oh, it's an interceptor! And it's the boy from Wigan that will win it from Harkingston Rovers. A Superman dive from Joe Burgess. A Superman performance from Harkingston Rovers. They win the treble. They win a grand final. What a season! And the big prize of the grand final, as Rhys Martin sticks it between the sticks. 24 points to 6. It's just going through the motions here. 15 seconds to go. Field collects. There is a push on Mickey McElhoran. And a penalty, and there are punches swinging here.
Oh, and Semba's having the jersey ripped from his shoulders.
This is so unnecessary at the end of this game. What's happening here?
Well, it's the frustration of an underperformance, I think.
The background to all of that is the hooter has sounded and the pitch is being flooded by Harkingston Rovers backroom staff.
I'm very sad for the players, the supporters, everyone involved with the club. Yeah, it's disappointing. We've also got to congratulate Hull KR. Better side on the evening, and we've got to say they've been the better side for the season, so credit to them. It hurts, it's a new experience for us as a group. We've got to handle it the right way and move forward and make sure it becomes a positive side of our journey together, and one that we learn from. We can't let this result define us as people, and we didn't get the job done as a performance team tonight, but I'm very proud of the group, as family men, as ambassadors of this club, and the way they can conduct themselves. I know our supporters will be agreeing with me on that. We want to play better, we want to win every game we go into, but at the moment, very good role models, very good family men, particularly our Australian lads, and they deserve to have the families over to enjoy it. So delighted the club could organise that, and yeah, regardless, it's important for the lads. I'm just sad for them, sad for them. We give it everything we've got. There'll be things we'll look back on and wish we'd done differently, of course there will. But it's not for a lack of effort, it's not for a lack of motivation and commitment to the club. We'll be back better.
That'll be the lasting memory. That's the one we have to look at and reflect on the most. Yeah, we've got work to do, and we've got to take it as a positive now. It showed us areas of improvement, some that we're already aware of, but it just stings that bit more.
It's something that something that I've learned in the past couple of years is to just sort of enjoy yourself. Maybe not take things too personally. Don't take anything home. Maybe don't be too high with the highs and don't be too low with the lows. As much as we want to win and be successful on the pitch every week, there's more to life than rugby league, and obviously we try our best every single day, and we try and perform at the weekend and make the fans proud and be successful. But when it doesn't go your way necessarily, or whether you win or you lose, your family will still be there at the side of the pitch and when you get home. So yeah, just cherish those moments you get with them.
I think it's such a fine line between success where big successes where you can think that you're doing everything really, really well and everyone's patting you on the back, and failure ultimately, defeat, losses, and a season where at the end everyone's kicking you while you're down. So we and I have always tried to remain true about not riding the highs and the lows too much, because we know it's a fine line. It's a fine line, and you're never as good as you think you are, and ultimately you're never as far off as you think. So it's been a stark reminder about that, and we've got to make sure that we make up those fine margins, and we're very determined to do that.
I wouldn't say I'm a big goal setter. I just try and play as well as I can for the team and do my job that Matty and the lads expect of me. So there wasn't anything individual that I'd sort of pinpointed as where I wanted to be this year. But yeah, I think I did all right. I think I had an all right season. Still a lot to improve on personally and as a team. So yeah, next year I'll be looking to do very similar, perform for the lads and do my job.
It's important now that we reflect, we learn from the disappointment of the year, but we don't overreact. There's a lot of things that we do really well here, and ultimately we put ourselves in a position to win that grand final. So we know we were second best. We didn't deserve to win, but we do things that are excellent. We just need to do them better, and to identify the areas where we're not good enough, work hard, and we would have been determined anyway. But I think it should mean that everyone comes back in hungry as ever, determined as ever, and we get back to basics.
And just a word on the fans as well, one last time this year.
Yeah, and for the whole year, for everything we've put them through. Hopefully there's been some highs along the way, but can't thank our supporters enough. They've been to Las Vegas with us this year, France a couple of times, and plenty of trips up and down the country. But whether it's supporters who come to the games or watch on TV, it's why we do it. It's a huge motivation for me and the group and everyone at the club. The future's very bright.